Okay, the directions say to simplify and state the excluded values, but what you have here are two fractions being multiplied together. They're just really hella complicated looking fractions. So to make this a little easier, let's do some factoring, like x squared minus 9x plus 14 can be factored. If you need to review this factoring piece, check out the link up in the corner. That is from Algebra 1, and your Algebra 2 teachers are going to think you know all that stuff already. Or if you're an adult and you're just reviewing this because you need to help someone with their homework or your own homework, check out that one. Once we have everything factored, let's come up with excluded values. Excluded values for something like this mean where the denominator would be 0. What numbers, if we substitute them in for x, are going to cause a 0 to show up in the denominator, which we all know ends the world when that happens. Here, we know that x can't equal positive 7 and x can't equal negative 6. We can get that from these two factors. But you also have to use this x minus 2. So we have to include a positive 2. So we have 3 excluded values that x cannot equal. Got those. Okay, now make it a little simpler by just using the factors here. Let's cancel anything we can cancel because we're at the simplify part now. I always like to do excluded values before I start crossing anything off. So anything that appears in the numerator and the denominator, you're multiplying these fractions together, which is just basically multiply straight across, multiply straight across. So the easiest way to do that is just to pretend this multiplication isn't here and that these are just all one big fraction. So let's cross off the x minus 2's and the x minus 7's. And what you're left with is your simplified version, x plus 9 over x plus 6. Now, if you didn't do excluded values until right now, you would come up with the x can't be negative 6, but you would miss the 7 and the 2. That's a very common mistake. So that's why I do my excluded values when I do them. See you guys next time.